so...
You bought a thing. You broke a thing.
I broke. Okay. So long story short, I bought an FL Sun.
TLDR.
I broke my FL Sun. I bought another printer. Bye.
Comment. Subscribe.
Yeah. Okay, so anyway, so I bought the FL Sun Q5. It's a good printer. It's a speedy little demon. Actually, they released the Speed Runner version.
Speed Racer. Ha ha
The
ha.
Oh, my long lost brother. Ha ha.
I've never actually watched any Speed Racer or anything.
I watched the movie. I'm ashamed to say it.
I wanted to see the movie.
If you ever want to experience an epileptic seizure, watch that movie. But anyway, so I broke the FL Sun Q5 because...
Do you think Jacob would like that movie?
Oh, he actually probably would. I was trying to replace parts because I noticed... I'll do a video more in depth on this. But I've noticed my the PTFE tubing, the Teflon tube that the filament goes into, down to the... People call it the extruder. It's not the extruder. I was trying to replace that because I noticed one of the ends, it wasn't, the lock nut wasn't working, so you're supposed to press it up and pull the tube out. And also, it was being frayed on the end, and I bought some new tubing off of Amazon. I decided, well, might as well replace some other parts like the nozzle and stuff like that.
And what did you learn?
Be careful. So I went to the official FL Sun replacement parts shop, which is actually on
AliExpress.
AliExpress. I was going to say Alibaba. AliExpress. And after a month and a half, the parts finally arrived. And
it was more than a month and a half. It was about two.
Here they are. So, what's weird is that I ordered 2 complete hot end assemblies and a hot end assembly, which is this part, the heat sink, the heat throat, the nozzle, and I forget what they call it. Basically the heat block. This, I think, was $5 plus $5 shipping and handling. So I'm like, okay, if I'm gonna pay $5 shipping and handling, I might as well buy something else. So I bought this, which is the whole hot end assembled. The effector is what this is called. I have 2 replacement hot ends. Well, technically one's not a replacement, one's going to be the... Anyway, so what I learned is this, it's called the heat throat. There's tons of other names for it. This is not standard. You can't just order any heat throat off of Amazon and have it work because it has to be...
6 of them.
I ordered a couple of them just to make sure. I might have ordered 6 of them. So I can mess up twice and be fine. So anyway, FL Sun is a company out of China, and their shop is out of China, so it will take time to get replacement parts
In the United States.
To the United States because they are kind of specific. So in the meantime, while I was waiting for these, I ordered myself a Creality Ender 3. And this, how much did we end up?
You ordered yourself?
She ordered me the Creality Ender 3.
Thank you.
Yeah. And, you know, I had been following this on...
$162.
Yeah.
Or something.
I had been following this on Amazon, and it was...
It was obscenely low price.
Yeah, I can't even remember what company I ordered from. It wasn't Creality. It was some other company. I'll link it in the description.
Amazon.
Well, yeah, it was through Amazon, but so this is originally like $180, $200 or something, and they were having like at one point it was 55% off.
Happy Father's Day.
Thank you. So it was an insanely great deal, and the percentage off just went down or lower and lower and lower every day. I think we ended up getting it at like 30% off or something like that.
It was a good deal.
It was a good deal.
We're
So-
going to update Jacob Agro.
I'm not going to unbox this because same thing with the FL Sun. A lot of other people do a really good job at this, and I saw a really good assembly video on YouTube, and I'm going to link an unboxing and assembly video and stuff down in the description.
So I don't get to see you unbox it?
You can get to see me unbox it. It's just going to be a bunch of raw materials to stick together. Because this is big boy Legos that you can use to create little boy Legos.
So Jacob can help you unbox it.
Oh God, no.
I'm sorry I'm talking so quietly. My voice carries, and we're trying to get the little one to go to sleep.
He's not going to go to sleep before like 10 o'clock.
Probably not. He
So-
got to see his Nana today.
Yes. Anyway, so with this, now Creality is based in China as well, but we have a 3D print shop that's like 3 blocks from our house that deals 3
You
blocks
pointed
from our
that way.
house.
It's that way.
It's that way, technically.
No, it's that way.
It's on 7th.
Which is that way.
Well, 7th is that way and it runs that way.
Yeah.
It's
Isn't it
over
like
there.
right there?
It's on the other side of Little Big Horse from us.
Oh, okay.
So,
So that's like 9 blocks.
yeah.
As the crow flies.
So they actually sell parts for this printer, and it's not, from what I've seen online, this is extremely customizable. So, you know, as much as the FSN Q5, I mean, the reason I fell in love with it is the tri-arms, I don't know what to call it, but, you know, it just looks cool when it's printing. So I'm going to keep the FL Sun Q5 because it is a good printer. It is a fast little printer, and it does get, the 3D printing videos do get some good views, so.
Yeah, for our channel.
Yeah, and okay, so the bed of the Q5 is 200 millimeters, which is like 7.5 inches, something like that.
Oh.
The bed of this is 220 square millimeters. It's a square bed, not a rounded bed,
Oh,
like
that's
the
actually
Q5
nice.
has. Yeah. I can't remember the Z height of this off the top of my head. But this is one that there's no auto leveling like the Q5 has.
I bought you the auto leveler, right?
No, I decided not to get it because I was watching a YouTube video of somebody who got the auto leveler for their Q5.
Their ender.
Their Ender. And it just broke. Or it didn't break. It just stopped working after 3 months. So I'm like, no. No.
For $50.
No, not for $50. You just lower the Z height of the nozzle, you know, to each of the 4 corners, and you adjust it manually. Use a piece of paper because pieces of paper are 0.3 to 0.5 millimeters thick. That's why they recommend that, because that's usually the thickness of your filament.
Like a layer of filament.
Or, you know, after the filament comes on a nozzle, it's 1.75 before it goes in.
Yeah.
Typically. So you'll want to still use a piece of paper, or some people use, it's called feelers, I think, which is a metal little guide. But we don't have anything that fancy, so I'm just going to use a piece of paper for now. And you want to make sure there's a little bit of drag. You know what? There's a YouTuber, Maker Muse. He actually did something on the 3 most common things that you were told about 3D printing. There, you know what? I'll just link it in the description. We'll start on there too. So I gotta maybe I should start writing this down. I'll just watch the video again. I'm gonna edit it anyway, so why not? Okay, bye everybody.
Bye.
Gotta make your wife laugh.